Welcome to the Abyss. We're back playing more Slay the Spire. And today is the start of my attempts to clear Ascension level 20. We need to beat Ascension level 20 to get the achievement, which, I'm trying to get all the achievements, so that's something we obviously have to do. But I'm not going to be satisfied if I just clear Ascension level 20, which means to clear the Ascension and get the achievement, we have to beat Act 3. But I want to beat Act 4 on Ascension 20, which I have done before, several times as silent, but I want to record myself doing that. So, it's definitely going to take me a lot of attempts. There's nothing remotely easy about this. But I think I'm probably going to play silent until it happens. So that could be 10 episodes, could be 100 episodes. But I'm going to persist until I get it done. I really like this path up the left-hand side here. We get not too many events, couple events, few combats, and then we get fire elite, fire elite, maybe burning elite if we're strong enough. It is slime boss, which is always scary on silent. I think I like colorless card here. There's some good colorless cards that silent can take advantage of. So let's see what we get. And I like dramatic entrance. Good instincts, also not bad. But we need damage, and dramatic entrance, yeah, it's a good area damage card to have starting in your deck. So, I guess I'm going to start over here. We're going to go up the left side and see how things go. Right off the bat, we're taking some damage. Because we didn't draw the 3 defends I would have liked to see. But that's okay. Dramatic entrance helping out for sure. No reason to play these strikes, unfortunately. Would have been nice to full block that, but we didn't get the favorable draw we were looking for. It was perfectly fine. That's going to happen. And we win the fight. Without too much trouble. We get a potion, which is good. And flechettes. I mean, up against expertise and deflect, this is an easy flechettes take for me. It's a pretty strong card, too. Does kind of want to be upgraded. We get Golden Idol, which I will definitely lose 6 max HP to get more money on this run. Keep us nice and healthy here. The path I've selected is not going to be easy for silent. That's a lot of elites to try to tackle, but I want to try it. If we manage to get through it, it's going to get us a strong start to our run here. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to clear this on our first try. It'd be nice if it happened. With flechettes here, I think I actually take Cloak and Dagger. Yeah. A little more block. I like shivs a lot. I'm going to take this Cloak and Dagger. Poison isn't that great into slime boss either. So, give me the Cloak and Dagger. And that'll probably become our first upgrade here. Alright. Hopefully the wheel is kind to us. Let's see what we get. This could make or break our run right here. And we get a free relic. Okay, that's pretty nice. If we get through all the elites I want to, we're going to have a lot of relics. And Bag of Marbles is awesome, especially with dramatic entrance. So maybe I upgrade that now. Because yeah, this is a lot of damage to start your fights with. 12 to all enemies right off the bat. I'm very happy with that. And in fact, normally with dramatic entrance, I wouldn't want this backstab, but with Bag of Marbles, I see no reason to not take this backstab. It's free damage, turn 1. Guaranteed. And a lot of it. Let's see. I definitely want to upgrade Cloak and Dagger and Flechettes. But maybe you could make an argument for dramatic entrance. Or even backstab, since I have Bag of Marbles. I think I'm still going to do the Cloak and Dagger first. It's an important card to upgrade. And it looks like we're getting 2 more upgrades on this path at least. So, let's see how this goes. We only have 1 potion. Could be scary. And I think I am going to use that potion. Because Lagavulin no joke. And I do want to start this turn. We don't get to use all our energy, but we do get to take advantage of the Bag of Marbles, which is going to do a lot of damage for us. And since that's our only chance to have vulnerable in this fight, I feel good about getting him down to 58 health on turn 1. And I think I can afford to block here. Because we're not killing next turn, right? No, we're absolutely not killing next turn. So block here. Take as little damage as possible. And again, block as much as we can here. And hopefully we can kill in the next 2 turns. That is not a good sign. Good lord. It's not going to be easy. We can probably do it though. As long as we draw okay. Yeah, and we do. Just barely. That was scary. We get a potion back. That's good. And we get some healing, which is nice. So we're going to heal at rest sites now. And I think I take a dagger spray here. Yeah. That's also going to... The Eternal Feather's great here because then we can upgrade and get health at these rest sites, which we're going to 2 of. So I don't even have to feel bad about upgrading. I'll probably do dagger spray first and flechettes next. And we get a smiling mask, so removes are nice and cheap. That's pretty cool. We're not going to shop this act, but we will eventually. And yeah, I'm loving this combo of dramatic entrance, bag of marbles. So I guess it's better to do these and put backstab here. And this should be a pretty free fight. We do want more skills for flechettes to actually do what it's supposed to do. And I guess I needed to play that beforehand. Hopefully we don't get punished here. Nah, we draw fine. We're good. And a cunning potion. Okay, that's going to help us beat an elite. I don't know that I want any of these cards. No. I don't think I do. So now we're going to upgrade the flechettes. Make it hit a little bit harder. And let's see how this elite goes. It is a gremlin knob. Again, I think it's best to use my potion turn 1 here when we have the vuln. So I'm probably going to do that. So let's just hit him with everything we've got. Flechettes, backstab, dramatic entrance, dagger spray. And maybe I could actually save the potion here. Because this does 9 more. Seems like a pretty safe bet that we're going to be able to do 15 over the next 2 turns. Hopefully we can do it next turn. But there's a chance that we draw all our block. But I think that's fine. I think I actually get to save the Shiv potion here. So I'm not going to use it. Okay. Looks like we're going to take some damage. Because he lives on 1 here. That's fine though. Taking 3 to Gremlin Knob's not the end of the world. On A20. And we get Bag of Preparation. Okay, our turn 1's just got even better. This is really awesome. And I think I'll take another Cloak and Dagger. Works with flechettes. Could maybe argue for backflip here, since we just saw Gremlin Knob. But I think I want a little more damage in this deck, so give me a second Cloak and Dagger. And we're going to be really happy if we see like anything that works well with Shivs. You like an accuracy now, I'll take an accuracy. Or, you know, any of the relics. Kunai Shuriken. And with our health, I think I can probably take this Burning Elite now. So I'm going to go this way. And again, oh my god, look at this. Dramatic entrance, dagger spray, fight over. You'd love to see it. And now I have a second Cunning Potion. I'm going to take that. And we get a Blade Dance. Cool. Give me Blade Dance. And we get the Sentries. So they are not going to care about the vulnerable. Our Bag of Marbles just stripped their artifact, so that's a little sad. But we draw our area damage turn 1. I'm going to be able to kill one of these guys turn 1. And we get to full block. So I really can't complain with how well this is going. Definitely a strong start to the run. And now I get to full block and deal damage. And we're staring down what could possibly be a perfect Burning Elite, which is not something you see very frequently. Yeah, I think we just barely get it, don't we? Cool. Hopefully we can block here. Okay, we do take 5. So, not exactly a perfect Burning Elite, but taking 5 against metallicized sentries, it's a pretty reasonable expectation that that's going to happen. And hopefully we draw 5 points of damage this turn, and we're good, and we are. And we get Art of War. Not the best with all our physical attacks, but it's not a bad relic by any means. And do I want an escape plan here? There's only 2 attacks that I've added, 2 permanent attacks that I've added to this deck. And we are going to aggressively remove strikes starting next act. So, maybe this isn't a horrible escape plan. I really prefer this to be upgraded, though. I don't think I need it. Doppelganger's interesting. Maybe with all our 0 cost turn 1. Maybe Doppelganger's worth taking. Also with Art of War, we could get a really big turn. Yeah, I'll take this Doppelganger. Could help us in Slime Boss. Now I get to upgrade. I'm going to do the other Cloak and Dagger over the Blade Dance, I think. Could even, again, you could argue for upgrading these because of Bag of Marbles. That might be like the worthwhile thing to do. But I'm always going to favor the cards that stay in our deck that we get to reuse. And oh my god, look at this Flechette's turn 1. 9 times 4. That's pretty good. And we almost split the slime on turn 1. 2 points of health from doing it. We could, but I don't see any reason to do that. I mean, I guess we could keep the slimes out of our deck if we really wanted to. Just fight them straight up. How much is this going to do? Shiv pluses do 8, I think. So that's what? 12, 24, 36. I think I'm going to burn one of these to do that. Oh, they do 9. Even better. Or no, they do 6. Right. 6 goes up to 9. That's still not bad, though. That's not a bad split. 50 with all our area damage. We have Dagger Spray. And we can spread out the shivs as we need to. I don't think I need to use both potions here. We are at full health. I probably didn't need to use that one. But I did. And I'm fine with it. We're going to take 6 here. I am going to take 6 here because I don't want to split him at 22. Okay. Now we neutralize there. Split him at a lower number, like 2. I'm going to take 13 to do that, and I'm just going to get this Doppelganger out of the deck. Really wants to be upgraded. Maybe I should have done that. I don't think it matters, and I wasted a little damage there. That was a misplay. Hopefully we don't get punished for it. It's really weird for me to not have any slimes in my deck. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Usually if you're doing that much damage that early, you're just killing the slime outright with like Watcher or something. This is not a time for grand finale, I don't think. It maybe isn't the worst 1,000 cuts in the world. Although it's a hard power to play. Really needs to be upgraded too. Tools of the Trade doesn't do anything for us. I mean, it's draw. Draw and guaranteed gift card. It can make taking something like a Reflex or a Tactician easier. I'm going to take this Tools of the Trade. It also upgrades to 0 cost, which makes it easy to play. And with the Eternal Feather, this seems like the freest coffee dripper of all time. Give me the coffee dripper. 4 energy. We heal at rest sites anyway. And we want to upgrade anyway too. And now we have a lot of money to see a shop with. See where our elites are here. Let's see. There is a 3 elite path up the middle. Seems kind of ambitious. I wish I could get an early shop and get over to that right so I could have fire, elite, fire. Although I guess with this deck, maybe taking 2 elites in a row is possible. This is rough though. I think what I do is I go to the shop on the right, and then I go elite, fire, elite, and then we can decide if we want another shop or not. Which we might, since we're going to have so much gold, and I don't know how we'll be able to spend all this. Short of seeing like a kunai or a shuriken, which would be amazing. So I'm just going to put that out there now, Spire. I want a kunai or a shuriken to be in that first shop. That would be really nice. And Chosen can be a jerk. I'm thinking about using this potion. Just because I have the Vuln right now. And because we're going to have money to buy other potions, right? It's not the greatest potion. It's basically most useful on turn 1, though. I'm going to save it. Hopefully I don't regret it. Hopefully Chosen is nice to me. It's not what he's known for doing. I'm just going to strike Doppel here. Yeah, you're attacking a lot right now, Chosen. I don't like that. Making me regret my decisions already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We play all this. So get rid of a dazed. And now I'm gonna save the health and use the potion. Since Chosen is a jerk. And I'll take a second Blade Dance. I do love me some Blade Dances. And that is an easy skip, because I don't want curses in my deck. I also forgot we have the cheap removes, so these shops, I definitely like the idea of going to 2 shops here. Pen Nib would be pretty nice too. I would buy a Pen Nib for sure. And 3 HP away from killing him turn 1. That's fine. Doesn't look like we're killing him turn 2 though. Disappointing to take 11 here. But we're fine. And maybe Sneaky Strike Plus isn't bad with the Tools of the Trade. Although I really don't like, when I have flechettes, I don't like adding too many attacks to the deck. I'd rather keep flooding the deck with skills and make that flechettes hit really, really hard, you know? So I'm going to skip here. And we're definitely removing a strike. Apotheosis. Apotheosis is pretty cool. There's that Tactician I wanted to. With the Tools of the Trade, Tactician's like guaranteed energy whenever you draw it. We're obviously removing a strike here. I think maybe I buy Apotheosis, Footwork, Tactician. Maybe even the Blur. Second Flechettes is kind of funny. Maybe I buy a Fairy. We have a lot of money to play with. I could even buy healing in the form of potions. Although we already have the Eternal Feather. So maybe that's overkill. Especially when we have 0 potions. It's kind of hard to afford buying this. Hard to justify it. And if I'm going to buy the Fairy, that, you know, that's basically a potion that we never want to use. So that's half the healing from the Orthocopter. Whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, give me Apotheosis. Give me Footwork. And Blur and Tactician. And a Fairy. Be super safe now, going into these two elites. And if Apotheosis is going to show up turn 1, we're going to have a good time. Guess it doesn't matter. Blade Dance here, kill you. Start working on you. And now I can always play Doppelganger for 1, which is pretty cool. We really want some kind of bonus to shivs now. I'll take any accuracy I see. Shuriken or Kunai would be amazing. Entropic Brew. Kind of rough when you have a fairy. I'll take the upgraded Blade Dance though. Maybe you could even argue for Deflect since we have Apotheosis and Footwork now. But I think one of these being upgraded innately is kind of good. So I'll take that. Probably be my last Blade Dance until we get some bonuses for it. And I think I play Flechettes and then Apotheosis here. It's a lot of turn 1 damage again. Kind of want to just see what's in this stupid Entropic Brew. I don't want to be locked out of potions forever. Okay, that's not doing anything for us. So I guess I will block. Take that little bit of damage here. Okay. Glad I added the Blur. It's helping us out for these 2 turns. Alright, hopefully we're going to be able to kill this guy. Not looking like we're killing this guy. Be nice to not burn my fairy here. Might be happening though. This is why I didn't want to fight a bunch of elites in a row. We're really missing out on damage because we don't have a bonus to shivs right now. Mercury Hourglass isn't bad. I'm going to trade for this Poison Potion because at least it does damage. And a Backflip Plus is awesome here. Give me that. Yeah. I don't think the 3 elites is happening on 12 health, even with the fairy. So I think I'm going to go around here. We'll see though. Maybe we'll get accuracy from this fight and I'll change my mind. Probably not changing my mind, but we'll see. I could. It remains a possibility. Something that I could do. And since we've already seen Tactician, I'm just going to skip this Tools of the Trade in favor of doing more damage. Try to get this jerk out of here without taking any damage to him. Then I guess Oppo, Apotheosis, Doppelganger there, and then we win. Cool. Okay, After Image is amazing. Definitely give me After Image. It's not so amazing that I'm going to take 2 more elites without healing though. So we're going to go this way. We're going to hope Snake Boy is nice to us. I like being able to play Tools of the Trade, Apotheosis turn 1. Although we already missed our Tactician, so it's not a huge deal. But playing the Doppelganger is going to help. Hopefully I didn't need the Poison Potion here. Doesn't look like I did. Let's see. Do I actually ditch the Footwork here? Kind of stinks that I have to, oh, I guess we have energy, so I'm definitely playing Backflip. Feels weird, but I kind of want to get rid of the 0-cost strike just to make Flechettes hit harder. But I guess it doesn't hit 9 harder, right? So ditch the 3-cost. Play Footwork, Backflip. Play this. Then we Flechettes. Cloak and Dagger. We're already full blocking, so definitely Blur here. Keep us safe. next turn. Mostly. Yeah, we're good. Ditch 3 cost defend. Guess I can't play Dagger Spray and After Image, but I think we're past the point of needing After Image in this fight. Yeah. As long as we can play any of these cards, we're fine. Yeah, doesn't matter. And we get a weak potion, which I'm not taking. I don't want a second Tactician until we have well-laid plans. Maybe I need this finisher, because that is technically a bonus to shivs, right? It's kind of bad when I don't have retain, though. I'm going to skip it. And we get a lantern. Okay, turn 1s. We're going to, with the 2-0 cost, though. Although we do have bag of prep. Yeah, lantern's cool. And I can't rest, which is sad because we have Apotheosis. But I guess I can upgrade the Apotheosis, make that cheaper. And it's also maybe worth upgrading After Image, so that starts in your hand. And honestly, any of the powers. Upgrading powers is nice, because you can play the upgraded version before you draw Apotheosis. And apparitions. We do have Apotheosis that can upgrade them. And we have After Image, which goes really well with apparitions. And they are skills that make Flechettes hit harder. We have to lose 30 max HP, but we already don't have that max HP. It makes the fairy a lot worse. It's tempting, though. They're a strong thing to have. It's also going to make us really happy to see a Wraith form. I'm not sure if this is the right thing to take. Seems like it could be good. I'd feel better if I had some other way to increase my health, though. Like, if we had a Singing Bowl, this would be a no-brainer to me. Let's try it. I don't do apparitions often. I think this is a good time to try them out. Kiss our health goodbye, which is sad. I could buy another footwork, though. Obviously, we're removing strikes aggressively. And I can't buy anything else. That's fine. And now I don't even need this heal, do I? So take an event. Maybe it's worth upgrading an apparition now. Just so we can keep them around until we need them. I'm going to take an event here. And it's a combat. Which isn't horrible, actually. Hopefully, we get offered well-laid plans. Be really nice if that happened. And we draw 2 apparitions turn 1. That stinks. But happens sometimes. I think I just blur Doppel here. Although the blur doesn't even really matter, right? Because we're intangible next turn anyway. So I guess I just strike. Get these guys dead as fast as we can. That's a pretty rough draw right there. We really want to see the apparition this turn. Yeah, and of course we didn't see it now. Okay. Get ready to kiss my fairy goodbye, apparently. That's rough. The run was looking so promising, too. Now I feel like it's not happening at all. It's definitely not over or anything, but it's not going well. Well, at least I get to full block and kill at the same time. And I guess I'll take a strength potion. That's better than a poison potion with all our shivs. And I still don't want a sneaky strike, though. I want well-laid plans. Or pyramid. Pyramid would be cool. Maybe we'll get pyramid after the boss. Assuming we beat the boss. Seems like a pretty big assumption. If I end up losing this run, I'm gonna blame the apparitions for sure. But at least I'm safe next turn. Snake plant went really well here, so that's cool. And a speed potion is not something I want. Second flechettes, could maybe argue for. I'm not gonna take it though. And we do heal a full. I think the way those fights were going is telling me that I should be upgrading these apparitions. But I think what I'm actually going to do is upgrade After Image to make that an 8. So that's guaranteed block turn 1 now. And I would also like discard so I could get these apparitions out of my deck. Or out of my hand, rather. And I'm afraid to backflip because I don't want to draw a second one. Which is not a good thing. You don't want to be afraid to play your draw cards. That's where we're at right now. Tools of the Trade is going to help me save apparitions. I'm not going to play this. I'm just going to let it go, obviously. Because it doesn't do anything for us this turn. Buy apparition. As long as we get one of them upgraded. Okay, see, now I can discard that. And you guys definitely need to die. As long as we can get one of them upgraded. And there's our Apotheosis. Okay, so it's not going to be upgraded anytime soon. And I targeted the wrong little helper dude, which is bad. But you know, if I hit the back one first, then the front one would have stole my Apotheosis. That's just how that goes. I still have one, right? I'm just trying to decide if I should use Apparition right here. I think I probably should. So let's discard the Tactician. And then we play Flechettes here, Dagger Spray, Footwork, Blur, Apparition. We really need that other one upgraded for Hyper Beam, or we're just gonna die. But I think we get it, and we get the Apotheosis in play now. So our other one is upgraded. Now the big problem is that we can't save it. Oh, that's funny. The Doppelganger wasn't upgraded because I played Apotheosis while it was stolen. I didn't know that happened. I think I want a Doppelganger here. Keep us from losing our fairy this turn. And we do draw the Apparition. Okay. It's a Festivus Miracle. This run is this fight is definitely on a timer now. But hopefully we can do enough damage before we start getting our ass kicked. And we do have the After Image providing a decent amount of block here. So, that's something. Our damage isn't very good, though. Honestly. We really need... If I took... I would take Wristblade in a heartbeat. And maybe I needed to use my Strength Potion here. I'm hoping that's not the case, though. In this fight. I guess it's better to play the Strike Plus than to have Flechettes hit an extra time, huh? So, I'll just do that. This Blur is another thing keeping us alive, for sure. And we can finally weaken this jerk, so that's good. And we do full block. It's always scary when your damage isn't that good and these fights drag on, but seems to be working for us. We really want Retain. The two things I'm hoping for more than anything are Pyramid and Wristblade. Because I don't even think we have a use for 5 energy right now. The way the deck is. We are blocking okay, though. Thanks to the footwork and the after image. So that's something. And hopefully I don't regret taking those apparitions. Horribly. Okay. This is a really tough decision. So, Wraith form gives you 3 turns of intangible if we upgrade it. Which obviously it's upgraded with Apotheosis. But it also gives you that lose 1 dex every turn after you play it. So you kind of need to save this till the end of the fight. We could burst our apparitions and make each of them give us 2 turns. Which is the same 6 that we get from Wraith form plus 3 apparitions. But without retain, this is going to be kind of hard to use. So it's like easier to use but has a downside, or has no downside except that it's harder to use. Burst can also burst other things though, like Burst Blur is really strong. Burst Blade Dances can give us more damage. It's an interesting decision here. I'm not sure which one of these is the right pick. You'll notice again it's not 1,000 cuts. It's almost never going to be 1,000 cuts. We need damage, but this is not a way to get it. Even if you upgrade it, it's only 2 damage per card that you play to all enemies. And it's hard to get in play because it's 2 cost power. So, if we get Pyramid, all of a sudden Burst becomes amazing. Or even if we just see Well-Laid Plans at some point, which I'm really praying that we do. I'm going to go Burst. Not sure if it's the right play. Okay, we don't get Runic Pyramid, but we do get the Wrist Blade I was asking for. As I'm absolutely going to take over Philosopher's Stone and Velvet Choker, because those are both horrible. So, now our Shivs actually do a decent amount of damage. So that's a good thing. We do go to the early shop, I think, to remove a strike. And then we'll see what kind of path we can take. I wish there were events on the path that goes to this shop. How many elites can we get max here? Looks like max is 3. No, is it? Max is 2. There isn't even a 3 elite path. Weird. Let's see. I like the end there in the middle where we have Fire Shop Elite. So I probably want to go up that way at the very least. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to this shop, go up the middle, and try to hit that that elite in the middle right there. And maybe we can handle them, and maybe we can't. I do love these turn 1s, though. With dramatic entrance, backstab, bag of marbles. It's a pretty cool combo. Cool little synergy we have going here. And I full block this just from playing the Blade Dance. So the Apparition isn't helping out. So I'm not even going to play it. I'm just going to blur, save block. Yeah. I'm really happy. I think upgrading that after image was a big deal. Now we just win. Easy peasy. Maybe Prepared isn't horrible to help us discard the apparitions when we don't have tools of the trade in play. And it can also help us discard the Tactician. Yeah, give me a Prepared. Alright, I really, really hope we see Well-Laid Plans in the shop right now. That'd be awesome. This is not Well-Laid Plans. Is Well-Laid Plans in here? There's a kunai I was asking for. Can't afford that, unfortunately. I can afford Ori and card removal, though. Seems like the right thing to do. This is 15 chances at Well-Laid Plans. Even if the stuff that's in here isn't good, I think it's worth looking at. Definitely remove a strike. And let's see what's in the Ori. Acrobatics is good. Probably take that. Another Cloak and Dagger is nice. Probably don't want a second Tactician without Well-Laid Plans. I don't think Setup's doing anything for us. Another blade dance, another backflip. Probably go backflip there. And there's another burst. Interesting. Okay. We didn't see well laid plans. I'm going to take a second burst because it's so hard to line up. I'm going to take this backflip. I'm not going to take anything there. And then give me Cloak and Dagger and Acro. Not a bad Ori. Not exactly what I was looking for, but pretty good. Okay. And the acrobatics already helping out with that tactician, which is pretty nice. There's no spikers here, so we just kill everybody. I'm fine with that. Killing everybody is a solid battle plan. And now I can burst my blade dances, and that's a lot of damage. Completely unnecessary. And another Cloak and Dagger. That's my fourth one. Give it to me. It's a powerful card. Block and attack all at once. And I don't think we have the damage to kill Transient here. Well, it's not going to stop me from trying. We certainly should be pretty safe against him. As long as we don't get some horrible draw. Which does happen sometimes. I don't want Survivor here. No. So let's just Flechettes. Apotheosis. Burst. Blade Dance. Play a whole lot of shivs. Okay. I guess we just play 2 apparitions and we're safe for 2 turns. So the tactician does nothing for us here, right? Better to just... Guess it depends what prepared draws. Okay. We're obviously playing both of these. Keeps us nice and safe and cozy, warm. Just play the Blade Dance, I guess. I mean, we don't need to play anything. Get rid of Ascender's Bane. Get that out of the deck. Not killing Transient today, but that's alright. Footwork, Blur. And we have one more apparition coming, so I'm not going to backflip here in case I draw it. So we basically have to survive 1 turn now. And here's our 1 turn. Would have been pretty cool if we saw Doppelganger this turn. We might take damage next turn. Kind of scary. But see what happens. We do have the fairy if worst comes to worst. Alright, yeah, this is scary. It's very scary. Okay, we might get bailed out by Burst, Cloak, and Dagger here. We still need to do more. Let's see. Does that get us down to 39? I think it does. Oh, I can't play both of them, though. Yeah, that sucks. Well, we took a little bit. That was a tough fight for us, though. Not a lot we could do. Do I take one more Blade Dance, huh? I mean, 4 and 4, right? Yeah, give it to me. Are basically our only source of damage at this point. I think I'm done taking Shiv cards at this point, though. Unless you count After Image as a Shiv card. We'll definitely take more After Images. Really no point in playing that apparition. Doesn't do anything for us here. I think I'm better off just playing Doppelganger. Don't even strike, just play Doppelganger. Get us down in the draw pile faster. Get us to our Shiv cards that win the fight for us. Now I think I aggro here for sure, though. Yeah. Ditch Strike. 6x6. Not a bad little Flechettes. kills you outright, doesn't it? So let's do that. And we play Apotheosis, Burst, Cloak and Dagger. And this fight's over. Burst, Blade Dance. I think the double burst is not a horrible thing since we don't have Retain. Don't want any of those cards. Or Liquid Bronze. I think with our Strength Potion, we'd probably handle this elite. Little scary, being on only 22 health. We do have the Fairy, though. If worst comes to absolute worst. Let's try him. It is Repto. Turn 1 against Repto isn't bad, though. With our bag of marbles nonsense that we have going on here. I can even afford to Flechette's a Reptomancer. Turn 1. That's great. Discard this Prepared because we don't need it. Dramatic Entrance. Backstab you. Blade Dance these. Yeah. This is a really solid turn 1 against Repto. 46 health left. We'll take it. And now I can burst Cloak and Dagger. Does that just outright kill? I hope so. We're going to find out if it does. Let's see. That's 8 times 3. No, 8 times 4. It's 32. And 12 kills. Awesome. Very easy elite. And for our trouble, we get a Juicy Bracelet. The almighty Juicy Bracelet. And we get accuracy. Yes. Give me accuracy. Absolutely give me accuracy. So happy to see that. Now if we could just get a well-laid plans, I'd feel really good about this run. With a Smiling Mask, I feel good about this path going up through the shop there. So we'll get that second elite. We get the heal. I guess Recall here. I feel like I should be upgrading the apparitions just to guaranteed keep them around. But with the Apotheosis, it's like I upgrade what, one of these, and then that's the one we draw when it doesn't matter, right? And then we draw the 2 that aren't upgraded. So I don't know. I don't know what the right play is. I probably want to upgrade one of the powers. If anything. Let's just Recall here and then we'll think about it. Because if I see another after image, I will upgrade that for sure. And is it time to lose the backstab? I don't want to lose a backflip. I'd like to not lose Tools of the Trade. Although is Tools of the Trade doing that much for us? The one Tactician's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. It's almost never going to line up with anything. This is a tough call. How many backflips? I have 2 backflips. Of course it's an upgraded one. Doesn't matter that much with Apotheosis. Backstab is a lot of turn 1 damage, especially now that we have Wristblade. I think I lose a backflip here. We'll definitely take another one if we see another one. Snecko Skull is doing nothing with no poison at all. I'm definitely going to miss that backflip, though. And I think I just Doppel here. Okay. I think I might kill with the accuracy here. We'll find out together. Not quite. Not quite. Well, at least I get to block. Looks like we're taking a little bit here. Take 5. And I don't want any of these cards. No thank you. At least we're healing up every time. So now I have to choose. Do I upgrade an apparition? Or do I upgrade accuracy or footwork? I'm gonna go with the powers. I like damage. Damage is gonna help us here. And please, for the love of God, well-laid plans in the shop. Thank you. That's so nice. So nice of you. We could also nightmare our apparitions, which is hilarious. But it's not as good as well-laid plans. Sorry, Nightmare. It would have been cool. So, now, after we play Apotheosis, that gives us the ability to hold on to our apparition and save it for a really important turn. So now we just need to get to our Apotheosis as fast as possible. Which hopefully we'll be able to do. Okay. Give me an apparition. Of course not. Of course there's no apparitions for you here. What are you, crazy? Might actually be able to mostly block this anyway, though. Footwork, burst, cloak, and dagger. Where's the boot when you need it? We need that extra boot damage. And we do full block it. And we deal a whole bunch of ones. So that's not bad. Okay. I guess we're playing some apparitions here, aren't we? So, burst apparition. That gives us 2 turns there. Unfortunately, the burst wasn't upgraded, so that's only 3 turns. But we just play all these cards anyway. Take 0. And we're safe for a few turns. Apotheosis finally shows up. It's Blade Dance. Again. At the wrong time. Okay, this is what we want here. This is exactly what we want. Well-laid plans, apparition in hand. So, nothing bad can happen to us from this position. I can even aggro the Tactician away, play this. You're probably just dead. Yeah, you're just dead. Meat on the bone. Maybe Gambler's Brew here is better than Strength Potion. I think it is. And a second Tools of the Trade is preposterous. I don't want that. I don't want any of this. And we have to refight Transient. Okay. That's a thing that's happening. At least I can Survivor that apparition. That's good. And now you can see my next upgrade is definitely well-laid plans, just so we can have the upgraded version. After image accuracy. And we're good. Hold to defend. Now hopefully we don't get any bad draws. And we're okay here. Far from guaranteed though. But what it is, what does help us out a lot is now I can hold on to a Blade Dance. So I'm just going to Doppelganger here, hold this Blade Dance. And we know we're mostly safe for next turn now. Mostly. And there's Apotheosis, that's great. And now I think I Footwork, Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger, yeah, we're fine here. Now unfortunately I can't hold 2 cards. Which would be nice to hold a Blade Dance and an Apparition. But I'm going to hold the Apparition because it guaranteed protects us. Because of the after image. It blocks 1, so we take literally 0. And now I can burst it. Which I'm absolutely going to do. And then I guess I burst Blade Dance here. Yeah. We have 1 more apparition in the deck, and we only have to survive 3 turns now. So, I think it's pretty safe to say we're good. And we actually are getting some decent damage in on Transient. Might get him down to about half health here. And now I can hold Burst to save for apparitions, which is also really cool. Really cool thing to be able to do. So I'm glad we have 2 bursts in the deck now. It's going to make bursting apparitions a lot easier. And I'm just going to blur here instead of bursting blur, because we only need to live 1 more turn. And we automatically do with the apparition. I can just burst this apparition. Transient can live as long as he wants. He's not killing us at all. But we're not killing him either. That's okay. Didn't really expect to. But, my boy Baylor Lord likes to say that a good metric for if your deck is strong is if you get Transient below half health. So we did that. So maybe the deck is strong. Blessing the Forge is basically useless. And I do think I take a second footwork here. Maybe we don't even need it with the apparitions. Does make me feel safe, though, having decks. So yeah, let's take the footwork. Let's smith the well-laid plans. Where are you? And let's take a run at these double bosses. I like that it's Donu Deka first, because that means we either get to not fight Time Eater or the other jerk. What's his name? The stupid bird guy. Awaken one. Okay. Well-laid plans turn 1 here is absolutely amazing. As is Tools of the Trade, for that matter. We obviously after image here. Dramatic entrance, backstab. Play well-laid plans. We focus our damage on the donut because he buffs strength. And do I play Tools of the Trade or do I block more? Feels like I need to block more than I need Tools of the Trade in play. Because we don't have a lot of health. It's the one thing that's going to make this fight hard. So hopefully our apparitions show up soon. And hopefully they show up with a burst with them. So we footwork, cloak and dagger. Yeah, this is bad. Do I have to use a potion already? I hope not. Guess play that now. We really want to see Apotheosis. And some bursts and apparitions really soon. Okay, there's a burst apparition at least. It's going to keep us alive for a little bit. Definitely do that. Definitely burst the apparition. There's 2 turns of intangible that we desperately need. And I guess the blade dance here. Because it's slightly more damage. Apotheosis at the bottom of the deck kind of sucks too. Hopefully we see that sometime. Sometimes not right now. Good lord. Okay. I think I hold on to the burst here, though, to try to burst another apparition. And I'm just going to play this Cloak and Dagger to do damage. Hold these. Finally, Apotheosis shows up. I think I actually play that and then discard the Tactician with Acro. So we'll do that. A little more energy here. Alright, and now I can burst both apparitions right now. Is that the right thing to do? Accuracy on the bottom sucks too. What are you going to do though? I mean, how am I living if I don't burst both of these apparitions, right? So let's just hope our intangibility lasts as long as we need it to. And I'm honestly just going to doppel here, I think. Doppel, hold backflip flechettes. Hopefully kill Donu this turn. With the accuracy and the blade dance. Discard that, I guess. No, we don't need Survivor. Let the days get out of here. Play that. Play Burst, Cloak and Dagger, and then Blade Dance next. Discarding 2 shivs kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? And now I backflip for sure. Let's prepared. And now I can blur. Okay. Blur is another thing that can keep us alive here. 2 more turns of intangible. Okay, this is good. I think we're safe. Hopefully we can beat whoever the next boss is without burning our fairy. I think I'd much rather see Awaken one than Time Eater because shivs exist. So we'll see how that goes. See who we get. Alright, and it is Awaken one. Cool. And I get to discard this apparition. That's a big deal. Pretty sure I don't need it. So the only power I'm going to play right now is After Image, I think. Because it's so important. And it's also important to make sure those guys are dead. Let's see what our block looks like this turn. I think we're going to be fine without the apparition here. Oh, and we draw Apotheosis. Awesome. Okay, that's big. Now we really want to see well-laid plans. Sooner rather than later. I just full block with defend. Good turn one. It's looking good that we can maybe at least get our achievement here. Obviously, I make no promises about Act 4 because that shit is insane. Yeah, we block fine here, right? And I can even hold on to the apparition for scary times. Yeah, I think this full blocks. Yeah, defend well-laid plans. I can even hold on to the tactician. Get a little energy when we need it. That'll be nice. Now we're guaranteed to burst our apparitions, which is awesome. I think what I burst here... I just realized we don't have any piercing whales. It'd be nice if we had some piercing whales. What's the right way to do this? Bursting Blur could be kind of good. Do I just burst Blur, Apparition? Because I don't think the Blade Dance is going to be enough block with just one After Image. We're going to block 48 here somehow. So yeah, let's burst Apparition and Blur. Then we'll Blade Dance. Yeah, that was nowhere near enough block. Hold Tactician and Doppelganger. Maybe we can get a big Doppelganger turn here. Definitely play that. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have played that, honestly. But if we kill him fast, it doesn't matter. I think what I do here is I burst Doppelganger. Hold Tactician, Apparition. Get a nice big turn. And yeah, I don't think I play accuracy here. Maybe I need to, though. Maybe I need the extra damage. Nice strong flechettes, anyway. Yeah, we're already mostly blocking this. Ideally, we would play accuracy after. After he dies. So we don't give him any more strength than we absolutely have to. A little bit of energy this turn. Ink Bottle would be pretty good here. Yeah, hold the Apparition to defend, I guess. Wish I had that Blur for that turn. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I want the Dagger Spray. Do I need to intangible here, though? Block 33. Plus 5. We're taking some damage. Maybe I just play Footwork. If I play Footwork, defend, defend, defend. That's what? 14 times 3. We still take a little damage. I think that might be the right play in the long run, though. 28. 42 versus 48. We take 6. I think we have to do that. I need to be able to hold this Apparition and burst it. Oh, and I forgot his damage goes up too when we play that. Little math error there. That's okay. Do I aggro here? I do have a second Apparition still. Okay, I've only burned one of them. So maybe I can afford to burst this one. I don't think I need it right now, though. I think I Survivor the accuracy. And then acrobatics because of our energy. Discard the apparition. Feels kind of scary. We do have another one coming though. I'd like him to be dead this turn, if at all possible. We don't have enough room in hand to burst the blade dances. Play prepared first. Get rid of those. Burst one cloak and dagger, and then we can burst blade dance. And that should kill, yeah? This one will. Okay. 2 apparitions to beat phase 2. And we can burst one of them right now, which I think we absolutely should do. Discard the... what? What do I discard? Maybe we don't even need apparition right now. Because if I burst blur, cloak and dagger, that's a lot of block. And when we play the neutralize, I think we're okay. Do I care about drawing into any of that? I guess I don't. So discard the backflip here. Because neutralize is going to weaken him down so that we're not even worried about the apparitions yet. I think we just full block this normally. So burst, blur, yeah, cloak and dagger, we're fine. Play all of these. And since we have blur bursted, I can just play this too. Hold the apparition. We block the next 2 hits, basically. Not quite. We're mostly going to, though. Now I could burst apparition. I don't think I even need to, though. Let's burst cloak and dagger. Yeah, we're fine. And then just play strike, defend. Hold these. Got a little bit of block stored up here. It's funny, we could go for the 999 block achievement with just a blur. Maybe if we had nightmare blur, that would be feasible. I don't think that's a thing that's happening. We don't need any block here, so just play acro. Cool, that's really good. Now we play accuracy, blur again, backflip. And then I guess... don't even need to burst the apparitions yet, do I? I feel like just holding those in my hand is the best thing to do. Just hold a burst and an apparition. I'm starting to feel like maybe we're clearing this ascension. Although it's always in question. Get the weaken down again, yeah. Why not? That means get rid of this. Don't need that. Flechettes, hitting like a truck, just like we like. And again, I'm just going to hold burst and apparition. Keep us extra, extra safe. Not many bad things can happen to us from here. We're blocking plenty. Yeah, and we win. All right. We clear Ascension 20. Meat on the bone, helping out. So that's cool. That got us our achievement. But, as I stated earlier, I want to beat the heart on Ascension 20 on this channel. It's something that's really hard to do. I've done it a handful of times on Silent. One thing I would really love to be in the shop right now is a duplication potion. What are we even upgrading here? I just upgrade the tools of the trade so we can always play it. In case we draw that early. Doesn't waste us in energy. Oh, Dolly's Mirror would have been cool. Do I take a second well-laid plans? That's an idea. That might be a really good idea. Nunchuck would be awesome here. I would have loved the duplication potion to use on the after image. That would have been really nice. I think, yeah, give me another well-laid plans. Retain 4, even if it's only retain 3, it's going to keep us safe. And it's going to make it so that we're more likely to draw this early. I'm happy with this this discard potion. In case we draw really horribly in turn 1 of the heart. The Gambler's Brew, whatever the fuck it's called. We do get to upgrade our apparitions here. We don't get to burst them or retain them. So maybe I just play them both. Seems scary. We definitely after image first. And we definitely get our damage down. In fact, I guess I should have Apotheosis first before I played that. Wasted a little damage there. Not good. I think maybe I should be focusing on killing the Spire first. Unclear to me. The Spire's the only one who attacks next turn. I think I just play both apparitions here. Hopefully not bursting them doesn't spell the death of us. But so little health, we don't have a lot of room for error. Okay, yeah, this is a really good thing that I decided to play those apparitions, because otherwise we're dead here. And Ascender's Bane on turn 2 is really rough. At least we can hold this burst. Give us another turn of intangibility. I guess I just take a little bit of damage here. That's fine. Maybe I could just play the burst for another block. We're taking, what, 5? I don't think 5 versus 4 is a big deal. Could maybe Gambler's Brew here to make this turn not suck. Maybe that's a thing I need to do. I'd kind of like to have that against the heart. But I guess there's a chance we get a potion after this fight. Let's Gambler's Brew. Hopefully I'm not sad that I did this. Okay, I'm a little sad that I did that. I can burst. Does that do something? I'm just going to play one of these for the block, I guess. Hold the other one. Okay. We are technically alive for now. It's got to be burst, backflip, yeah. Footwork, burst, backflip. And I can't turn around and play blur. So I guess I have to turn around. Better than playing blur. Sucks to send those to my discard pile, but what are you going to do? And now I guess, what do I hold? Next turn's like a free turn, right? I think I hold well-laid plans blur here. Although letting the damage go is kind of scary. We do have Cloak and Daggers coming. Yeah, I think this is the best way to stay alive. I could be wrong. We do take some damage here. We do get the apparition and we can't burst it. And I'm not killing anybody here. Obviously we're playing Tools of the Trade. How much can I block? So this is what, 40 incoming? I can mostly block this. Let's do that. Hold this. Oh, I full blocked it. Cool. Cool, cool. I totally knew that was happening. Discard this. We have Tactician in the pile, so I'm gonna aggro here. Of course, we didn't draw it. I can Prepared, and 2/3 chance that I get to it, and I did. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Now we play Footwork, all of these. I think I actually kill this guy. 12. times 6 is just barely enough to kill him. So let's do that. I know it's scary because that attack got bigger, but it goes down as soon as the bat guy dies. And now I'm full blocking, so I can afford a doppelganger. Alright. I'm cautiously optimistic. It feels like maybe we're getting by shield and spear here. Never guaranteed. We do have an apparition in hand. So we're not like dying. You know, we beat them. Okay. Okay. And we get calipers? Oh my god. Calipers could actually be huge here. I don't want another backstab. No, thank you. Alright, this is going to depend a lot on the draw order. We do have apparitions we can burst. Although, it looks like they're trying to leave us pretty bad, doesn't it? That's not good. Hopefully we draw some discard, is all I can say. Or apotheosis. Because this is bad. So we play the backflip first. Oh no! You've got to be kidding me, dude. That is so unlucky. Well, I guess we're beating this with no apparitions. At least we're at least we know we're healthy through the first cycle. We're going to be relying heavily on those calipers. So we play After Image. Good lord. Play Cloak and Dagger. I can't believe we got all 3 apparitions this turn. Oh, I kind of needed to play all of those too, didn't I? This is bad. Obviously, we have to well-laid plans here. So now playing them does absolutely nothing. Good lord. That's brutal luck. Yeah. Kiss all our apparitions goodbye. Remember when we had intangibility in our deck? That was fun. Hold this, I guess. Good lord. Got punished hard for not upgrading any of them. But I didn't think Apotheosis will let us down this bad. And yeah, this is obviously our fairy here. So, kiss the fairy goodbye. Gonna be a miracle if we survive next turn. At least I get to hold 2 cards here. That's fun. That was like the worst possible thing that could have possibly happened. Unbelievable. And yeah, we're just dead. This is why I say winning on Ascension 20 is really fucking hard. That run definitely had a chance with a better draw order. Just very disappointing. But, you know, we got our achievement. And like I said, I'm going to keep playing Silent on Ascension 20 until I get that heart kill. So, with that, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next episode when we're going to try again.